G. I gotta keep in mind that relatives of mine is trying to build like me. Sit down with Gconnet, gotta think. Every moment got you tapping the mental and looking out for the key. As a youngin', do it all for the G. I gotta keep in mind that relatives of mine is trying to build like me. Sit down with Gconnet, gotta think. Every moment got you tapping the mental and looking out for the key. Whoa.
Peace, y'all. What's up? This is I Kill the MC from the Jurassic 5, and you are now tuned in to Gconnet.
What's up, y'all? It's Code 187 on Gconnet.
Yo, this your OG partner, Cocaine, and you're tapped in to Gconnet.
You're now tuned in with Gconnet.
What's good? What's good? This is Slim Kid Trey, and I'm chilling right here on Gconnet, where different generations have real conversations.
All right, since you made that statement earlier, hard head makes a soft behind. That sounds like something a father would say.
That's who said it.
With that being said, is that what you install in your boys?
You know what? I've installed that. They not as hard headed as me, so luckily I lucked up. Thanks to their mama, you know what I'm saying, and the village that raises the child. So I'm very blessed that my sons were less rebellious, just for the sake of being rebellious than I was, and they take direction well. They're very adjusted human beings, and I'm grateful to God. I'm grateful to their mother, my family. And whatever my contribution was to that. So
facts. Yeah. Speaking of your boys, how did you get them, or did they choose to get into the music business, or was that something you shadowed?
They always had the aptitude. So when I would have them, first of all, we got our hair cut on the Shaw. My homeboy Q, Quentin. So Q, my barber, he cut my hair on the Ras Kass Nation, whatever. Period. When I got a haircut, they get a haircut. Go to the mall, I get a pair of shoes, they get a pair of shoes. And they hanging with me. We just gonna do shit I do. And then obviously studio. So I'm in the studio, they in the studio, nigga kicking it. So they were always around it. Their mama's a singer. So Taj had a very clear aptitude at like 5'6", where he had patterns. He could rhyme and he could hold a note, he could sing. And then they were kind of battling each other growing up. They still do, and that's what Coach Contra does, is still sharpening steel. All four of them were just amazing, talented MCs that love the craft. But specifically with Raz and Taj and them, some of those albums I mentioned, they're on those albums. Whether it's just skits or talking shit, or I did a song called damn, I had forgot one of the albums, but I can't even think of the name of it now, but I got a song called Being My Twin. So when they were about 9, that's the first time I really just put them in there and built a song around them freestyling. So I played a beat and let them rhyme, and then I built a song around it. So they've been doing this from day one naturally. And then they stepped away from it. And then when they graduated, I would assume maybe a year or two before they graduated high school, they rekindled their love for it and wanted to pursue it as a life, as a career choice, which scared me. That's not really what I wanted for them, but because I just go the ups and downs of this shit. So I was just super nervous for them. I didn't want them to deal with the pitfalls and the bullshit that I had to experience, because I never had nobody. My parents didn't do no music shit. I didn't have anybody,
right,
any prior experience with this shit. So it was all learning, on the spot. But with them, they got, my sister's an entertainment lawyer. Their mom is an amazing pen game writer, singer. I'm not sliced bread either. So we had at least a family foundation to be able to try to, and we, Puff Daddy shit. They did not grow up with no silver spoons. Nigga, it's been hard, nigga. Beans and rice, nigga. Some days where the bread was fucked up. So they come from a very level-headed place, but they love the craft, and I'm really excited for their success. And and then they have a team, and they, that team seems to be cohesive. they done made the transition from doing it for nothing to getting to a point where they doing it, getting their bag, and they all, functioning on that Voltron shit, and they crushing it. So I'm excited for them.
That's right. Shout out to Coach. How you say it? Coach to what?
Coach Contra.
Coach Contra. Shout out to Coach Contra. Speaking of music, what's your favorite album of all times and why?
Dang, you can't do that to me. I can't give you. I'll give you 3 of my favorite albums. I will give you Illmatic by Nas. It's perfectly written. It tells the stories. It does the battle raps. It has the singles. It says street shit. It's philosophical. It's black political. It's social political. He covers a lot of things that I'm into. So for me, I fuck. The production's crazy. It's shit gangster. Like shit. He covers a lot of boxes for me. He checks a lot of boxes for me. Same thing with Ice Cube, America's Most. Nigga You Love to Hate, one of the greatest songs, Spirit. That nigga Cube was, and Cube probably got 5 back-to-back classics, at least, something like that. That nigga was crazy. Like, so I could have mentioned any of Cube's first, but I'm just gonna let it start with America's Most, and period. Those is crazy. And then I would say, what's another one of my favorite albums? Same thing. Criminal Minded, KRS One, BDP. I need albums that I need some depth of character. Everybody can shoot a gun. Everybody can sell the dope. Everybody can fuck the bitch, whatever. But like, tell me this story and make me understand the repercussions of, why you did what you did. So, honorable mention, Scarface. I never seen a man cry till I seen a man die. That record is like, wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't just, I laid the nigga out. He like, God, man, like, should I have done that? It's all this remorse, it's fear, it's sadness, it's still gangsters. Like, that type of shit is the shit that moves me as a human being and as an artist. And that's why those dudes, will always be some of the greatest ever. And niggas, like, they explain the human condition as at least from my point of view as a black male in a way that, kind of prepared me for growing up to be a black man.
Right, basically. Right.
With J and J2 B's.